G'day, mate. Well, oops. Are we here? Are we here? Are we clear? Didn't mean to do that. G'day, g'day. Salutations. Greetings. Yeah. Alright, cool. Epic. The real one stayed. Good to see you. How's your day? Happy, is it Monday still? Happy Monday, yeah. 11:43. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Salutations and welcome in. We're just getting started. Just turning on, just tuning in. Getting ready for some personal readings. But we always start with a collective reading. Day was good, can't complain. Today's been productive and beautiful, in the flow. As you saw on the Instagram, been working on that furniture most all day. I was like doing that for like 7 hours, taking apart pallets and preparing them to turn them into furniture around the house. What's good, Tay? Good to see you today. Isis, epic. Epic, epic. She's been on my heart this week too. I love it. Shouts out to goddess Isis. Osset, yes. Mother. What's up, Jameson? Thank you for that rose. Welcome in, everybody. 11:44, angels everywhere. Oh, yes. Jesus does love us. Thanks, Cody. You're gonna get muted real quick. So exciting. Heck yes. If it's your first time here, hi. I'm Gavin Zen. It's good to see you. Salutations. We're about to get in with just a moment collective reading for everybody. We got the Zen Osho Tarot deck here. Hey, look, and look who it is right at the bottom of the deck. I didn't even realize that. And we got the Hermetic Tarot here. There you are. And we have the Goddess Power Oracle over here. Hey, Amanda, would you mind muting that person real quick? Yes, Bailey, you definitely can. Amanda, also, I want to let you know, I don't know if you have the capacity to block people, but we're going to start blocking and muting just because. Just because. I'm so glad to be here. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Bailey, you can definitely jump in with a cue for the personal reading. Actually, let me add that sticker real quick before we get started so you know what my Cash App and my Venmo are. Cash App and Venmo is Zen the Alchemist. PayPal Zelle is in the bio. 2222 is the exchange today. Here, let me write that for y'all. We're about to get started with a collective reading for everybody, so sit back, relax. We are just now turning on, just now tuning in. You can allow yourself to get some snacks, some water, some tea, whatever feels good to you. Can you hear me okay? Is the music too loud? We're going to be playing some house music tonight. We begin with a collective reading, yes. We always begin with a collective reading. No, Bailey, you were going to be up first. You said you just paid. Awesome, I'll check my device in a second. If anybody wants to jump after Bailey today, you're more than welcome to do so, and I'd be happy to read whatever the cards have to say for you. If you have a particular question, maybe you want a romance reading, maybe you want a love reading, maybe you want a career finance reading, maybe you just want past, present, future, or simply just general guidance like we're about to do for the collective, you can comment that in your donation. Zen the Alchemist is the Cash App and the Venmo. PayPal Zelle is in the bio. 2222 is the exchange today, and we're about to get started. Yeah. But before I begin, I simply want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your presence. What a gift it is to co-create this container together. Thank you to all of our guides, all of our angels, all of our aliens, all of our guardians, all of our ancestors of well-being to the utmost, watching over us and allowing us to continue to tune in, to share this space, to continue to cultivate our gifts and express whatever messages want to be shared today. What a joy and an honor it is. It's good to see you. Let's get to it. We'll shuffle these cards. First, we begin with the collective. Tammy, Mandy, good to see you, ladies. Welcome in, welcome in. Tammy, thank you for the rose. I appreciate this. We're shuffling these cards, and we are beginning with a collective reading. See what the messages have to say, remembering that everything is a grain of sand. If it resonates, bring it with you, let it circulate. If it doesn't, release it. Ultimately, you are the creator of your reality, and we are ready to get started. The magic's jumping out my hands. We got the Ace of Wands right there for everybody, but we're going to keep shuffling. Just want to show that one real quick. We're here for it. We cut the deck. We clear the energy. We let it rest. Mama Wolf, I see you. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Hope you all are doing well. We are just about to begin. We are just turning on. We are stoked. It's a beautiful day out here. Hi, Tabitha. How are you today? We're going to cut this deck. We're going to clear the energy. We're going to let it rest. And we also shuffle the goddesses here. For the collective, right off the bat, what do these cards have to say? This is the energy I like to begin with, collective. Let's start over here. We have flowering. Flowering here in the draw. Hi, Tiffany. Welcome back. We have new vision here. New vision in the draw alongside flowering in the Zen Osho Tarot. And we have slowing down here in the root. So I'm going to remind myself to do the same, to slow down, because we're not going anywhere. We'll be here as long as there are readings tonight. We have the Three of Cups in reverse, Lord of Abundance. Three of Cups here. Ace of Swords here. Strong energy for the collective right off the bat. Three of Cups, Ace of Swords, Lord of the Roots of the powers of air. And we have the King of Pentacles over here in the root. That's you. That's each and every one of us tapping into our power, tapping into our earthly gifts. Prince of the Chariots of the Earth. And the Goddess we have in reverse, Benzai 10. Goddess of Beauty here. Yes, now that that full moon is over, we are ready to begin shifting our direction, our momentum, our energies to the tune that it is that we wish to attune to. Ultimately, these bodies are instruments, and the frequencies that we are focusing on are the energies that we will attune to. Right now, we are attuning to the frequency of abundance. We're attuning to the frequency of our earthly power and our earthly gifts. We are attuning to the frequency of beauty and how that plays out for each and every one of us. Because ultimately, we are the eyes of the beholder, and we get to choose what is beautiful. And I encourage you to find the beauty within everything. Wielding your mental energy, sword here. Swords is the element of air. The element of air is mental energy and communication, as we are still here underneath the Gemini sun. As we continue to choose how to focus our mental energy, our awareness, our perspective on that which is beautiful. Right now, as we do so, we invite in a new vision. We're reclaiming our perspective, because where your attention goes, your energy flows. So what are you focusing on right now, and how are you deciding to choose to relate to it? Can you pull the beauty out of the experience, even the most challenging and ugly aspects of your life? In doing so, you will continue to flower and blossom. You're allowed to slow down and enjoy it. Ultimately, finding the edge and learning how to ride it. Letting yourself move as slow as you can. But not like sloth, like that energy, but more so just like honey drip. Just like allowing it to continue to trickle organically, effortlessly. Peace and prosperity. May you continue to ground into your space. Put your roots on the earth. May you continue to allow yourself to attune to these frequencies of beauty and focus on this energy. As I mentioned, the body is an instrument. What are we focusing on? What we're focusing on, what we are frequenting, is the frequency that we attune to. She's been here before, and I just haven't liked the energy that she's brought. I've been very patient with that, but right now my tolerance is I only want to focus on that which is beautiful, and I don't want to funk around right now. I want to stay focused. So we're going to continue to grow forward and ground into the space with our earthly power, setting our boundaries, because that's healthy and it's essential. Compassion is key. Though ultimately, compassion and empathy without boundaries is self-destructive and unhealthy. And if someone is disrespecting your space, we don't have to tolerate it. We don't have to tolerate it. So we're going to continue to flow forward. Absolutely. I appreciate you asking. I needed this, learning how to slow down, but how slow? Honey drip, honey. Go as slow as you can. Because you ultimately get to decide the frequency and the tune of your life. Yeah, move like honey. May you continue to ground into your groove. Take your time. You don't gotta rush. I know, especially when you're stoked, it's easy to hustle, as they say, when you're having fun. But not like sloth, no, because you're conscious. And I'm saying not necessarily like sloth the animal, but sloth like the seven deadly sins sloth. Like, we're here to move. See, at Godspeed. Godspeed is the highest frequency. Godspeed is so fast that it appears still. That's how slow we are moving right now. So fast that it appears still. Godspeed. Cheers. Readings today are 2222, Jake. Cash App Venmo is Zen the Alchemist. PayPal Zelle is in the bio. May you continue to ground into your powers. We got a queue started already. Let me check the device over here. Bailey, I got you up first. Bailey on the Venmo. Did you have any questions for these cards? Anything particular you wanted to focus on? Any intentions you want to invite into this space? Let me know, and we're going to get right to it. Godspeed is exactly that. Thank you. Fast and slow. Exactly. Exactly. You got it, Allah. Allah, Allah, Allah. Exactly. Godspeed. We're flowing forward. The queue is open. As I mentioned, we'll be here as long as there are readings today. So if anybody wants to jump in, it seems that we are out here abundant, ready to share the messages. I like this frequency. Let's get to it. Jay, I can give you a reading. If you'd like to jump into the queue, we operate by exchange here. 2222 is the exchange. PayPal Zelle is in the bio. Zen the Alchemist is the Cash App and the Venmo. God's timing is perfect. Truth. I would love a general reading. Whatever the universe and my guides want to guide me. You got it, Bailey. You'll be up first. Nah. Absolutely. God is life. God is the truth. God is the truth. That's right. We're here for this. Stoked. Alright, Bailey, we're going to shuffle these cards. I really love this reading that we just started with the collective. We are now getting ready to open up the personals. If anybody wants to jump in, up first tonight, we have Bailey. What's good, Mick Witch? Welcome in. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Speaking the truth. Let us see what these cards have to say today for Bailey. Any messages, any clarity, any direction, any synchronicities, maybe some humor we want to call in, any positive focuses, what one should be continued to moving forward as we flow into June. June is now full swing here, and we are ready for you, my dude. Bailey, up first today. We'll cut this deck. We'll clear it. We'll let it rest. I also want to just keep shuffling this one. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Bailey. The card's being real right now. We got a lot of energy in reverse. The only two cards right side up are the two cards in the roots over here. Bailey, once more we have the King of Pentacles making another appearance. So it's doubly for you, reclaiming your earthly power and stepping into your throne. In the other root we have celebration over here. Because this is the frequency that you are tuning to and you're building on. From this earthliness, we have the Eight of Cups over here in reverse, Lord of Abandoned Success. We have the Queen of Wands here, reverse as well. This is also you as you continue to integrate your magic and step into your earthly gifts and expression. We have Aloneness over here, also reverse. Three of Cups, such good energy. And we have the Change card, also right side up. I misspoke. The Change card is right side up. And Gaia, Mother Earth here for you, Bailey. Double on that energy, strong earth energy. The card's reminding oneself of their soul's mission, why they chose to be in a body in this earthly experience at this moment in time. The guides reminding us that change is on the horizon, change is the only constant, and right now one is being called to focus and prioritize time for self. That's where this aloneness card is coming in. So you can continue to ask yourself, what are my gifts? What are my divine expression? And how can I continue to step into this and embody this so that this becomes my base frequency, God body? Yes, and it begins with your magic. It begins with that which lights you up, that which ignites that fire within, that which you are naturally passionate about. May you continue to focus on this. May you continue to celebrate this, knowing that every cell within your being celebrates your being. Every cell within your body celebrates your body. Right now you're being called to release, abandon any ideas that are no longer in resonance with thine divinity, releasing any fear, any doubt, any worry, any negative energy that is lingering in the space, any vibrations, frequencies, or echoes that are just no longer in resonance with your divinity. And you don't even have to do much. You don't even have to do much. You simply continue to focus on your God-given gifts, your magic, your talents, and then they're just going to continue to evaporate and dissolve as you show up in your light, as you continue to illuminate your shadow, the aspects of self that are being called to be integrated. This is how you find your magic. This is how you step into your earthly gifts. I'm so stoked. I'm just rapid fire right now. Let me know if I need to slow down. Yes, Mother Earth, Gaia, is your main supporter. Number one. First supporter. She holds you up. She's literally holding you up right now. Every step of the way, she will continue to guide your steps and will continue to encourage you to move to that change that is in alignment with your gifts, with your magic, with your personal expression, how it flows for you. I'm also curious, Bailey, if you're into mythology at all. I encourage you to research some mythology, or for TV shows or books or entertainment that you like, what kind of characters are you naturally drawn to? Like, what kind of character do you want to be? This is how we continue to, I'd love to research more epic, because I'm encouraging you to tap into your eternal aspects, your past lives as goddess, god energy, and the kind of characters that you are appreciated in, or you enjoy. You love The Witcher. Yeah, it's a mythology in its own fashion, I suppose. I'm not familiar with The Witcher. I know it's a video game and a TV show. I know a lot of people like both of them. But like the characters that we're naturally drawn to speaks a lot on our soul. And getting to know one's soul is one of the best ways to begin to dive into one's own personal divinity. And then you can develop a relationship with these energies, these frequencies, these vibrations, and how they present themselves to you, so you can embody them in your own way in this earthly experience. And in doing so, you become a character. You see this life as a play that you get to show up in your own personal role, this grand Leela that we call life. May you continue to get to know your soul, because this, what lights the fire within you, is your soul speaking. And as you continue to get to know this on a gnosis level, Gnosis, gnosis, feeling it in your bones, feeling it on a cellular level, this is how you begin to embody your divinity, celebrating, your cells celebrating as you get to gnosis, and you feel it in your body, in your bones, in your veins, in your blood. Yes, your cells within you are continuing to celebrate and attune to these frequencies. What are things I can do in my daily life to help this? Meditation, focus, direction. If you feel called to open up to the capacity of conversation with these elements and these energies, you can do so as well. Like, you can create an altar to the various divinities or beings that you resonate with, so you can develop an internal personal conversation and then ask, how can I step into this in my own fashion? Like, I don't know anything about The Witcher, but if there's a character in The Witcher that you really resonate with, how can I do this in my own way? How can I show up like this character? That's also where the mythology comes in. How can I show up in this myth? Like, how can I show up in this fashion? You start to ask yourself these kinds of questions, and that begins to shift your mental energy, and everything is mental at the end of the day. So the more we continue to devote ourselves to these paths, it begins to play out in real time, and it's epic. like exercising. It takes practice. It takes consistency. This might sound weird, but I almost feel as if someone from my past has energetically kept me stuck. I'm going to encourage you to not place the blame on anybody else. You're the only person who can keep you stuck. Somebody cord cut. Yes, exactly. Hey, both of y'all, wise ones. Cord cutting is crucial. Maybe someone is trying to keep you stuck. Maybe someone's attempting to project a sense of stagnation into your space. But you don't have to agree with that. You don't have to accept it. And that's where the cord cutting comes into play. Also, cord cutting that idea from your mind's eye. Because you don't have to give your power away like that. The only person who can keep you stuck is you. But sometimes we forget that. And people who are not tapped into their power like this, they can easily be taken advantage of. And people will attempt to take advantage of people's power, Unfortunately, there are individuals and entities out here that feast on the innocence of the individual. That's society. Society feasts on keeping people stuck. Society feasts on keeping people stuck. So, Bailey, may you continue to tap into your power and clear these energies, clear these cords. If you need to do a ritual for yourself, that can definitely help. If you want to visualize yourself, like I like to ask myself, like, where does this energy come from? If there's something dense or stuck in my field, where is this coming from? I follow it in my mind's eye. And then I find the root of it, and I imagine myself pulling that root out, like gardening. And we can do this for anything, whether it be a habit, a practice, or a relationship with a person. And also an affirmation, just to close this up. I call all of my power back to me. I call all of my soul back to me. I call all of my spirit back to me. I call all of my magic back to me. I release any energies, frequencies, patterns, and programs that are no longer in resonance with thine divinity. I alchemize, I synergize, I harmonize any bits of the experience that are no longer in resonance with thine divinity. May you continue to step into your goddess capabilities, Bailey. I feel like you're just beginning, but quantum leaps are definitely capable, and the change is on the horizon. May you embrace the change with an open heart and an open mind, and not let your emotions get the best of you, but more so let the emotions be your guide. Appreciate you, Bailey. What a solid read. I feel like everybody who stuck around for this one could pick up a thing or two from that. Super solid. Cheers, Eva. These affirmations have assisted me immensely in my journey. Can you copy links in comments? I didn't even realize if you could or not, but I appreciate you doing that. Yes, the Discord is live and open if anybody wants to go check it out. It is currently up in the bio, and it looks like there's a link there. I didn't even know you could comment here. Heck yes. We're flowing forward. The queue is open if anybody wants to jump in. Cash App Venmo is Zen, the Alchemist. PayPal Zelle is in the bio. And while we're here, would y'all mind hitting the copy the link down there? You don't even have to send it to anybody, but we can copy it so it keeps it fresh on the feed. The algorithm likes that always. The likes always keep this fresh on the feed as well, so if you have the energy to tap the screen a couple of times just to get some fellow angels in this room, you're more than welcome to do so. And we are ready. We are ready. We are grooving. I believe the queue is open if anybody wants to jump in. I'm going to check my device over here to see if anybody has jumped in, but I'm going to shuffle these cards first. Epic, epic, epic. If you have any questions, you want a romance reading, you want a general reading like we just read, you want career finance, maybe you want to talk to your guides, maybe you want to talk to somebody who has transitioned, we also do readings like this. We are here for it. We are here for it. Absolutely. Oh, I mean, you hold it down and you hit copy, right? I just didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about commenting it in the comments, so I appreciate you doing that, Eva. Yeah. Stoked. Ready for this. Let me check over here to see if anybody has jumped in. Perfect. Queue's open if anybody wants to jump in, so if you drop that donation, you'll be right up. And all new subscribers will get a goddess card. So Miss Charm, I got a goddess card for you. If anybody wants to subscribe tonight, I'll also pull a goddess for you as well. And in the downtime, while my subscribers are in the house, yeah, we can draw a card as well. Mark, thanks for those gifts, man. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Here we are. Miss Charm, I'm going to draw a goddess for you. Are you here? Also, to all my subscribers in the house, I added a couple more subscriber-only emojis if you want to check those out. If you want to see how they feel for you, you're more than welcome to. Ms. Charm, I got you. The goddess for you today. That's right, Lex. We have Ma'at, the goddess of the truth. The kitty with the gold teeth. Hey, buddy Jesus in the room. Hey. We have Ma'at for you, Ms. Charm, the goddess of truth here. Reminding us, since she's in reverse, to prioritize the truth and that frequency of truth, how that feels and appears for you. Lately, this download's been coming to me. I'm going to share y'all some prime download that I don't think I've heard anyone else speak before. So I love to practice yoga, and oftentimes when one is practicing yoga, they practice on a mat. Ma'at and mat are essentially the same word. Ma'at is our mat, and we can practice yoga whenever, wherever we go. Yoga is the path and the process of bringing our mind, our body, our breath, our mind, our body, our soul to union. May you continue to move forward with intention as you continue to connect to your guides, staying open, staying inquisitive. May you continue to inquire with them, asking them, can you reveal yourself? Do you have a name? How do you speak? In what languages do I receive your signs and your synchronicities? Because our guides, they speak in their own language, then they speak in the language that we are capable and open to receiving. For me, personally, my angels, they love to speak through numbers. My divine guides love to speak through various synchronicities like animals or colors or images. So may you continue to stay open to your connection, because you got a spirit team who's ready to speak, and that's the truth, my dude. As you continue to stay open, you stay inquisitive, you stay clear in your mind and in your heart, and they'll continue to present themselves to you. It's amazing how it works. It really is. Thank you, Ms. Charm. Godspeed. And we are here, we are open in the queue. Cash App, Venmo is Zen, the Alchemist. PayPal, Zelle is in the bio. Yeah, letting go of the Christian dogma is crucial. Continue to step into your truth. Yes, yes, yes. Healing that wound from the church is essential as one continues to step into their own power. Ms. Charm, it sounds like it's in your name. You're on a perfect path, honestly. Beautiful downloads flowing today. Prayer is when you speak. Meditation is when you listen. Hey. Perhaps. I resonate this. Live a life. For a while I had my own reservations with the word prayer because of to pray upon something isn't necessarily beneficial. But also I'm a bird of prey. I'm a bird of prey. Like, I'm out here tapped in the sky, so it is what it is. You know, I feast on those who are praying, attempting to. So, and a lot of the time the church will attempt to use prayer as a means of actually keeping people stuck. So that's where I had to do my own personal healing with that as well. Tashina, awesome name. I don't know if I've ever read this name before. Tashina, I have you on the Venmo. You're up first, or up next. Do you have any questions for these cards? Anything you want to call into the space? Any intentions you want to speak on today? Oh wait, we've read before, have we not? We have read before. Pardon me. A month ago. Excuse me, Tashina. Just fresh in the flow right now. We have read before. Body Intuitive Nurse. I recognize your profile picture. Completed a medicine ceremony, so anything going forward. Fantastic, Tashina. Outstanding. Let's get right to it. Excuse me, sometimes when I get in channel mode, my memory isn't there, because I'm just so present. So I appreciate you just being patient. We do a lot of reading, so sometimes it's difficult to remember. When I'm in channel mode, I just keep flowing, but I got you, Tashina. Messages, clarity, much love indeed. Direction, integration, integration energy as one has has continued to step into the ceremony that is life. Yes, words for Tashina, for you, for you. 33K and 33 people in here, and you sent 3333. Outstanding, Tashina. The guide's strong right now. I love this. Yes, the exchange is 2222, but if you want to send more, I'm not going to stop you. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you, Tashina. Infinitely, most dearly. Let us see what these cards have to say regarding one's integration of the medicine ceremony. Absolutely. For you. Up next. Outstanding. 33 is one of my numbers. I got a life path number 33-6, so that one always speaks right to my core. Beautiful. Tashina, let's get to it. 33. Yep. The only card right side up we have is playfulness. 12-12, 33, I see you, Libs. Tashina, the only card right side up is playfulness. I love this, coming down from the medicine ceremony. Everything else is in reverse. We got abundance here in the draw. Abundance. We have control over here in reverse in the root. We have 9 of Pentacles in reverse here. 9 of Pentacles, Lord of Material Gain. We have 10 of Cups in the root over here in the Hermetic Tarot. Lord of Perfected Success. These are great cards for integration coming down from ceremony. We also have the Devil here keeping us in balance. Lord of the Gates of Matter. And the Goddess. Tashina, we have Lisi, the Goddess of Revelations. Revelations, truth. Trying to save for a new card this month? Epic. You don't gotta try, you're doing it. As Master Yoda says, do or do not, there is no try. Yes. May you continue to allow the truth present itself, the revelations being open to them, and as they continue to present themselves to you, listening to the signs and the synchronicities, so you may continue to allow that material gain and that abundance to play through you. Ultimately, the only thing you can control is how you present yourself in the present moment. The only thing you can control is how you choose to respond to whatever it is that is presenting itself to you right now. How you react or respond. And you can choose to not react, but instead respond from a place of consciousness, from a place of faith. Because the devils, the fear, the doubt, the worry, the negative energy that's attempting to keep you stuck in various patterns, will do everything in their capacity to hold you back from stepping into your greatness. Right now, you're here to control those tendencies. Instead of feeding into them, you're here to control your mind's eye and focus on that frequency of abundance and play. You're here to focus on perfecting your success as an individual, stepping into her power, claiming your divinity and your soul's mission, your God-given gifts. Yes, the car is on the horizon. You don't have to worry about it. More so right now, one is being called to integrate the shadow aspect as you continue to integrate from this medicine ceremony, allowing the abundance, because in doing so, you're clearing the space, because the devils, the fear, the doubt, the worry, the negative energies, they're very dense, they're very heavy, they weigh us down. But when we let these go, when we clear this from our field, when we choose to move in a fresh perspective, when we control ourselves and we choose, because choosing and controlling are on the same wavelength. You can control your choices if you have self-control, and that's the key, is developing self-control, because ultimately we're not taught self-control on a mainstream societal level, And that's how a lot of people get stuck in toxic cycles, because they don't have any self-control. And this is where we have to be real with ourselves. We have to be radical with ourselves. We have to embrace our aspects of our reality in which we're getting in our own way, where we're still clinging onto the weight, because it's really easy to get addicted to that weight. But when you let that go, you not only do you become lighter, but you didn't realize how strong you were, because like you've been holding this weight for so long. When you put that shit down, like you're like, whoa, like I'm so strong. It's like, yeah, just any exercise, any weight that are you're carrying. Like I'm getting this energy of for some reason I want to use the image or the vision of a visual of a baseball player who like puts a weight on his baseball bat, because like baseball players, they'll put weights on their bats when they're training, so that when they take the weight off they can swing faster, because the bat will then be lighter. It's like that's like the weight that you've been holding on to, entertaining these aspects of self. When you release that, you create space for the abundance to reign in. You create space for that material game to play in. Also being reminded of the importance of the frequency of gratitude, placing yourself mentally, feeling yourself, imagining yourself driving that car off the lot right now. Driving your dream car, like feeling what it like is like to be behind that wheel. What does it feel like? What does it smell like in there? Because that's another thing, that car scent. Oof. That's the other thing. It's like when we place ourselves into that space metaphysically beforehand, we use the power and the importance of imagination, because our imagination is one of our greatest gifts. And this is the revelation I'm being called to remind us of. When we shift our imagination, when we control our imagination rather than imagining the worst thing happening, instead imagining what it is that we want to see, but then also somatically placing ourselves into that space. What does it smell like? How does the engine sound? What tunes are you playing as you're driving down the road? You place yourself into that space metaphysically first, that's just going to create that timeline for you, so that portal is now open and you can just step right in. Step right up. It's ready for you. Andres, thank you. And it is, and it is, and it is. Appreciate you. As if it's already done. Exactly. Shouts out Law of Assumption. Absolutely. This is because you ultimately are the creator of your reality, and where we focus is what's going to present or open up the various timelines that allow us to tap into. So may you continue to focus your energy on that which you want to create, rather than focusing your energy on the fear and the doubt and the worry and the heavy energies that are no longer in alignment with thee. Because as you continue to focus your energies on the things that you want to see, you then begin to collapse the timelines that are not in alignment any longer. And you are here to maintain your internal boundaries. This is what that perfected success energy is coming onto, is like claiming your power. Your success as a soul in a body, a soul projecting into this reality, choosing to claim your divinity, your superpowers, and your gifts. The frequency of gratitude is key, because this is one of the best bridges to stepping into a higher frequency state of being. Being grateful allows us to ultimately be abundant right away. We don't even need anything. You could have nothing and be grateful to have nothing, and that is abundance within itself. And that's also material gain, just being satisfied with what you have right in front of you, not needing anything. Because needing is a very unattractive, repelling kind of energy. When you need something, you think that something outside of you is going to fix your problems. I mean, maybe it is very important for you to have a car right now, so I'm not saying that you don't need a car, but I'm saying, like, when you're like, I need that, like, that actually pushes it away. It really pushes it away. And so may you continue to imagine that you already have it. Like, the only things that you need are the things that you already have. And that's where that dough comes into play, baby. You're just needing the dough, and then that money comes in. I'm telling you, it's how it happens. It's wild, it's ironic, and these words are set up perfectly to allow us to cast the spells into our space, to utilize this Gemini energy, this verbalization, this communication, to create our reality with our words, speaking it into existence. So instead of saying, I am trying, say, I am saving up for my car right now. And I am so excited to drive that car off the lot. And then allow yourself, be like, yes, I love the smell of my new car. I love the speakers and the system in this. I love driving with the windows down. I love letting my hair flow in the air. Like, It's wild. It's wild. There's no limits to it. The only limits that exist are the ones that you agree to and that you create for yourself. Yes. All right, my dude, we're gonna flow forward. I could speak all night on this, but we got 12:22 out here and 42 angels in the room. The guys are speaking. Yes, yes. Tashina, thank you. I hope you love your new car. I look forward to you jumping back in here when you're driving off the lot. Not when you're driving off the lot, but like when you drove home and got there safely. Godspeed to you. Absolutely. Solid reading. May you continue to integrate the medicine and the ceremony with ease and well-being as you remind yourself that life is ceremony and we can call into this every time. When we slow down and we remind ourselves that life is ceremony, indeed, indeed. It is yours. It is true. Izzy, it's free to be here right now. So technically, it's free for you. And tomorrow we're going to be doing Tarot Tuesday once a week. Once a week we do readings for the collective, all 12 houses. So if you want to jump back in tomorrow, you're more than welcome to do so. We'll be happy to see you in the live stream. Same for you, Christy. And it's free to be here right now, knowing that everything is a grain of sand. That's the beauty about doing these on the live stream. So if anything ever resonates with you, you can bring it with you. You can let it circulate. You can let it cultivate. You can plant those seeds in your own personal reality. Though if you do want me to focus on your own question and the energies that you want to call into your space as an individual today, Zen the Alchemist, Cash App, Venmo, 2222 is the exchange, PayPal, Zelle is in the bio. Carrie, congratulations on another successful revolution around the sun. Power to you. Hi from Uruguay, welcome in, salutations. We are flowing forward. Kinsey, I got you on the Venmo. Do you have any questions for the cards today? Let me check to see if you commented. Growth. Yes. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle is in the bio. 2222 is the exchange today. Are you bull? Yes, I am bullish on Bitcoin and Litecoin. And I am an ox when it comes to the Chinese zodiac. Johnny Fields. Kinsey, are you here, my dear? Let's see what these cards have to say. Any messages, any clarity, direction regarding one's growth? Yes, we're here for it. I got you, Kinsey. Get right to it. We're stoked. We're in the flow today. If anybody wants to jump in after Kinsey, and of course we're live for 42 minutes with 42 up there. I love this so much. If anybody wants to jump into the queue is open. Yeah, I'm into crypto. Absolutely, Andres. In fact, I want to start accepting Bitcoin for readings. I have to put my QR code for my Cash App in my bio, but we're gonna start offering or opening up to Bitcoin for readings because honestly, I'd prefer to have Bitcoin than I would have cash. Honestly, if I'm gonna be flat out with you. And I don't know if there are any readers out here who do that, so we love to do firsts here. That would be so cool. Absolutely. I gotta update my link. I'll put that in the donations tab. I'll put that QR code up there. But yeah, cash is trash. We're still working with it, but y'all, crypto, it's here. It's really good, and the prices are great right now. Today, like it's at the lowest it's gonna be in like such a long time. Like I don't know if it's ever gonna get this low again. Right now, before I got up on here, it was 25.8, and that's such a good price. That's the time to buy. It's gonna go up 10% in 2 weeks. You put $100 down. In 2 weeks from now, that $100 is going to be $110. Tell me a bank account that does that. Kinsey, Amanda, on my website, I have a book that I wrote a couple years ago, and it's called "What the Butt is Bitcoin?" What the butt is Bitcoin? It's an ebook that I wrote. And you can find that on my site because I love crypto, but I was like, I need to learn even more about this, so I'm going to write a little ebook. And so I made a little ebook, and I did some history research, and I made a little fan fiction intro. It's on 8th House. I don't know if it's on it is not on my Zen the Alchemist website, but it's on 8th.house. So go check it out there. I think it's up there right now for, it might be for free. I want to make it free, but it might currently, because I haven't touched it in a while, it might be at $15.55. So if you want to pay for it, go for it. If you don't want to pay for it, I'd be happy to send it to you because it's so important information. And I just want to start getting it out there. I also have the recording. I did an audiobook version on my YouTube and on my SoundCloud. So if you want to listen to me talk and read it, you can go check it out. All money is fake money, by the way. I can definitely put it in the Discord. I will do that after this live stream. Miss Charm, all money is fake money. Just let me tell you that. In fact, like Bitcoin is the best investment that you can make out of any investment. It's the only actual currency that is like at this point in time backed by I don't want to say gold because it's not backed by gold, but gold is cute, but we're moving into the future. No one's actually going to be using gold like that. It's not like stock. It's different. I feel like muting this person. Alright, Kinsey, we're going to focus our energies. The dollar is very much crumbling. And gold is like, you can't eat gold. I mean, we're stepping into the future. The digital sphere is not going away. And Bitcoin is like the only currency that cannot be controlled by governments. It's the only currency that cannot be controlled. It's the currency of the free people. Yeah, so go check out the ebook. I could talk ages on like why that is, but the ebook is dope, and I'll definitely put it in my Discord. So if you want to join the Discord and go check out that link there, heck yeah. But yeah, today, I mean, I'm definitely not a financial advisor, but I don't think that Bitcoin, it might go down to 20K. I don't see it going less than 20K ever again. It hit 16K this year. That I should have bought then. I mean, it went into 16K this year, and then it went up to 29K. Like, you could have literally put in $200 and made $400 or another $200 because it went from 16K to almost 30K. Like, it's crazy. Learning how to ride the waves is what it's all about. I'm not a financial advisor, but I did check the prices before I got on live stream today, and they were the lowest they've been in a very long time. So, gotta keep up with the times. Alrighty. I'm gonna focus. Kinsey. Alright, Kinsey. Let's see what these cards have to say for your growth. Ooh, yeah, we definitely can. I got a memes channel, but we'll definitely add just the photos. 100%, I like that. Yeah, go get in the Discord. It's popping out there. Alright, cards. I'm jumping out of the comments, y'all. I love you so much. This conversation is great. We're focusing for Kinsey. If anybody wants to jump in after Kinsey, Cash Out, Venmo, Zen the Alchemist, PayPal, Zelle, bio. 2222, exchange today. Kinsey, for you, let us see what these cards have to say. We're here for it. Guidance for one's growth, direction, clarity, messages from my friend Kinsey. Let's get right to it. Aww. Luna's barking in her sleep. What a sweetie pie. Guidance for the growth. Cards, what do we have to say today? Let's go, Kinsey. We're here for this. What's good, Soph? Welcome in. How are you today? This is for everybody. We got the creator. Just jumping in right there. It was just randomly up. Come for the fashion. I dig it. Learning how to dress myself is crucial. How are you today? We're here for it. Alright, Kinsey. Focused. Yes, the message is. Yep. Yep. Kenzie, very good cards for you, dude. So I've been saying it since you jumped into the room. Like, you have a lot on the horizon. You're stepping into your gifts. Let's get into it. Six of Wands here. Lord of Victory. Lord of Victory. We have the Hermit here. So good. Epic, expansive day. Can't stop coughing though. All is well. I love it. Clearing that throat chakra. Speaking the truth. Kinsey, for you. The Hermit. Magus of the voice of light. Magus of the voice of light. Speaking about coughing and clearing the throat chakra. Queen of Cups here. Kinsey. Queen of Cups. This is also you. Queen of the Thrones of Water. Stepping into your intuition, your psychic capabilities, the water within. We have We Are the World here. Reverse. We have sorrow here, right side up. This is the blockage. This is what's inhibiting the growth. The sorrow. When we feed into it, when we marinate in the sorrow too long, this is what's getting in the way of us stepping into our expansiveness, into our capabilities of evolving and participation here in reverse. Sophie, I don't know if you hear it, but this is the set list, or the tunes that you sent me. I was vibing to it. The Mayan Warrior set. 12, 33, 333 out here. Revelations, Lizzie. The revelations for you, Kinsey, right now, being revealed that you have a very important mission as a soul here in this time and place. May you continue to step into your purpose. You are on this horizon of growth and you've made it. Lord of Victory here is saying, like, you've reached a point of no return. May you continue to just get used to this. The only thing that can pause you or obstruct you or get in the way of your growth is sorrow. Ultimately, when you fall victim to the sorrow, rather than seeing the sorrow, feeling the sorrow, embracing the sorrow, but not running away from the sorrow, not trying to nullify or self-soothe in a way that is going to be self-destructive. Like the sorrow, it deserves to be felt, but it can be also utilized as alchemy. It can be embraced. It can be wielded. It can actually point you in the purpose by polarizing the sorrow and choosing to move towards the sanctity. Yes, as you continue to, because we have Queen of Cups here alongside. Queen of Cups is reminding us the importance of our emotions, but to not fall victim to our emotions, but to instead harness the emotion and utilize this internal energy, the water within, as your guide, as your compass, to be like, okay, what is triggering my heart, and how can I utilize this energy to continue to cultivate the reality that I wish to see? The Hermit here, reminding us that this is a path of the individual. We're all hermits out here. The real ones out here choosing to sit for this reading, we're all hermits out here, but we can choose to show up from this place of sovereignty, not needing anything outside of ourselves, not needing anybody, but more so allowing ourselves to tap into these reflections. We are doing personal readings. Listen, Joy, absolutely. If you'd like to jump into the queue, Cash App, Venmo is Zen the Alchemist. PayPal, Zelle is in the bio. Exchange is 2222. Kinsey, you got a solid role to play in your own personal world, in the world at large. However it plays out for you. Now we're seeing the sorrow as a compass, as a pointer in the direction, and then choosing to dive right into it. This is why I love the practice of tattoo. Because like this is choosing to put ourselves into a state of pain, consciously, willingly, but not needing to fall victim to that pain. Like we are choosing to allow ourselves to dive right into it, and the pain itself can be seen as the meditation, as the teacher, as the guide. We are currently reading a spread like you see at the table. We have 2 cards from the top of each deck. We flip the deck to show the root. We invite in a goddess. So we have 2 tarot decks, and we have 1 goddess deck. Yes. Kinsey says, I was literally thinking of getting my first tattoo earlier. Epic, epic. Be intentional as you can be with this. Tattoo is not just art. Tattoo is a sacred form of imbuing your temple with intention. Tattoo is crucial, and it literally is, tattoo can never be undone. You can get it removed, or you can get it like, you can overdo a tattoo. A cover up, you can cover up a tattoo. But even still, like, the only way, like, you can't undo that. Like, tattoos indicate points of no return. So, like, be very wise. I love tattoo, and I highly encourage people to do so if they feel intentional about it. Personally, I've never been tattooed by a machine before. Like, most people get tattoos by a tattoo gun, tattoo machine. I've only been hand poked, and it's a completely different experience. I've wanted one forever, but I've always been indecisive and waiting for the moment I find one. Absolutely, yeah, sit with that energy. And don't just do it for art, but more so like let it be something intentional so that you're imbuing your body with this energy. It is worth the wait, and it will speak to you. But like if it speaks to you and you're like, oh, I want to get it right now, like you can do that. But because sometimes the meaning like presents itself right away. But also if you get it right away, you like get that download, like this is what I want. You can wait. You can sit for 6 months to a year and to see if like I still want this or not. Like my first tattoo, I knew I wanted that one for a whole year. I tattooed myself first. I have a skull on my above my left knee, and it has two arrows going through it. You can actually check out the picture on my Instagram. I think I uploaded it there the other day. Or maybe it was on my story. I can't remember. But yeah, and it says to be, and it was an allusion to Hamlet because I drew this little doodle while we were reading Hamlet in high school, and I was like, I want to put this on my skin. I want to tattoo this on myself, and like, I love the practice of stick and poke. Heck yeah, Lacey. Heck yeah. So like definitely, and like it's a very awesome way to hand poke tattoo is out of this world, Lacey. I'm actually gonna step back into it. Like my soul's calling me to get back into the art because like I love stick and poke. I used to stick and poke friends, and I took a break from it for a while. But it's very fun, and I think the universe really commends us when we choose to do things that are uncomfortable. When we choose to do things that are challenging, we choose ourselves. Like we're participating in this role. We are showing up in our own personal world to do these things. The universe commends that rather than choosing to stay comfortable. And then when we stay comfortable, the universe will then smack us out of our comfort zone. You have a stick and poke as well? Heck yeah. Yeah, I've 4 on my legs. I have 2 on each leg. I did 3 of them, and then I have these 2. And I'm so ready to continue the journey. Like, yeah, my body's. I want to be covered, like to the point of like if I wear a collared shirt, like you can't see them, but if I'm not wearing a collared shirt, I'm just like inked. Yeah, it's called stick and poke. Yeah. Yeah, Lacey, super hot. That's definitely a big part of it. But more so just like I know that I've always had to tattoo in every lifetime. I've always had tattoo in every lifetime. So like it's just like ready. It's ready to re-embark on the journey because I've given myself a break. Because they're very intense and they shift energies, and so that's why it's so crucial to be intentional about it. So crucial. Heck yeah, good eye. Good eye, only allegedly. I see you. I mean, I like it. Maybe I'm a little sadomasochistic, but I think it's one of the most meditative experiences there is. Yeah. And like people will admit like yeah, tattoos hella addictive. Like people enjoy that because there's something about choosing to subject yourself to pain that you consciously chose to do yourself. Like that's very empowering. it's very euphoric. No, yeah, I bliss out. I bliss out in tattoo session. Absolutely. And then stick and poke, like stick and poke, I think is about a lot less painful than the machine. Personally, I mean, I've never been touched by a machine, but choosing the pain and the power. Yeah, sure, we can do that. Yeah, because pain is a great teacher. And when we choose to get out of our comfort zone, like even taking cold showers can be extremely uncomfortable for somebody who never takes cold showers. So, or eating spicy food. That's actually, I think, where I first learned it was spicy food. My first job was in a Thai restaurant, family restaurant, and every day before the shift, we would have a family meal. And the chef, his name was Watt, he would hand me the little Thai chilies, the little tiny red chilies, but are super duper spicy. He would say, Gavin, you need to eat these chilies. It'll make you stronger. And I was like, I want to be strong like you, what? Heck yeah. And so I'll just meditate on that pain after eating those chilies. And that allowed me to develop a affinity for spicy food. I also used to skateboard like all the time. And that also was like really awesome in empowering myself of feeling pain, because falling down and scraping my body all the time, but then being able to pick myself back up, it's like this pain's not going to hold me down. So when we choose the pain, like we choose to dive into it rather than run away from it, like that's courageous, that's warrior spirit energy. And the universe loves that. The universe loves it when we dive into our discomfort, because life begins at the end of our comfort zone. Yeah, so the triggers can be our greatest teachers, and I think that this is a path of Tantra. I'm not taught in Tantra at all, really. I mean, I've read some and I've studied just by like witnessing, but I know like this is where also some of our greatest alchemy can occur, is by choosing to dive into these discomforts, into the pains, and choosing to get out of our comfort zone rather than having the universe get us out of our comfort zone because we've become complacent. Because ultimately, that's how society operates, is getting people too comfortable, getting people, and then from comfort leads to complacency, which then leads to stagnation, and then stagnation is where there's no change, which is ultimately where dis-ease arises, because people think that being comfortable is actually like going to bring ease to them, but ultimately like learning how to love the discomfort, I think, is like where universe really wants us, God wants us, our soul wants us to step into our power. And there's a lot of power in overcoming the pain. This is where we can truly grow and practice our alchemy. Live a Life says poke is definitely more painful than machine, as far as I know. I don't know, dude. Machines tear up the skin and they just go like super fast, and they don't go deep. Like poke, especially if it's done with pure intention. Like I've only been touched by people who were doing it very appropriately. They weren't just like being reckless with their poking. It wasn't like drunk and like reckless, but it was like for example, Perry, who did this piece, like she calls her process adorning the temple. She's intentionally adorning the temple. Like when I reached out to her for a piece, it was a birthday gift to myself on my 20th birthday. Her first question to me was, what is your intention? What is your intention? And that's how I knew right away this is a person I want to work with. Like, instead of just like, oh, like this is my price. No, she wanted to know if we would work well together. And so this piece is a cuff of submission. This piece is like what the Amazonian women wear. It was a whole book of intentions. I knew I wanted a cuff of submission. I knew I wanted, so the Amazonian women, they were enslaved, and they like Wonder Woman. They wore their braces, and their braces were their cuffs that kept them in chains, right? But when they broke free from bondage, they still wore them as a remembrance of their oppression and how they came from that and how they overcame it, and then utilized that as, Wonder Woman can like block bullets and stuff with her cuff of submission. I knew I wanted one of those to remind myself of the times I've been held back, either holding myself back or attempting to be oppressed by a system that does not want to see me step into my divinity, which is ultimately me as well. and I knew I wanted Celtic knotwork because that's where my ancestry lies. So that's like why it's like woven with Celtic, yeah, knotwork. But then Perry had just she had just returned from travels abroad from Oman and the Middle East, as well as after like spending almost a decade in Thailand, where she learned how to tattoo, traditional tattoo. So that's why it has like more 8-point. That's why it has more 8-point rather than 4-point. Like Celtic is usually 3 and 4, but this is like 6 and 8, which is like more Islamic, Muslim sacred geometry. But she wove together it as well. That was 2 sessions. I'm actually planning on getting it finished with her this year because you see, it's open here. We did finish. We closed the band, right? But my budget ran out because I was young at the time and I only had so many funds to be able to complete the project. So we left it sealed, but there's still room to implement. And so I actually just recently reached out to her. I need to respond to her email. I'm feeling called. It's finally time to complete this bad boy. Yeah, I'm super duper stoked. She also introduced me, her and her love, Angus, they introduced me to frankincense, Royal Hojari frankincense. Yes, full of intentions. So the intentions, when I answered that question, I wrote an entire spiel. I was like, I want it to be divine wisdom. I want it to be divine guidance. I want it to be protection and clarity and creation. I wanted to. Then I also, speaking about the cup of submission and my ancestry and having everything, representing the interconnectivity of everything. Yes, so I wrote this whole paragraph, and she's like, yeah, we can do that. And it was definitely an initiation for me of like the fact that she is so intentional about her practice, of it being an adornment to the temple, like literally imbuing your cellular framework with the intentions, like placing that into your human so that this now shifts the entire experience. And that connection like completely altered the way that I see tattoo. She's located in North Carolina, and she has, I think her Instagram is Adorn Temple. I can drop it in the Discord if you'd like. Lizzie, thank you for subscribing. Big appreciation. I'll get you a goddess card in just a moment. All new subscribers will get a goddess card. And yeah, I can drop her Instagram there. Absolutely. You got it. Absolutely, Lex. You got it. Zen, I've been in a big change and recently, good one. Are you seeing the change in yourself too? Natya. Yeah, dude. We're just like continuing to ground deeper into our embodiment. A big change on like surface level, like my relationship with cannabis has completely altered, which has shifted everything in my life. Yeah, I used to be getting high all day every day, and now I am not. I am high all day every day, but without having to reach out for something outside of myself. And then just like now everything is just like falling into place. It's really amazing. I'm open to it, but right now I haven't smoked in over a week, and I'm letting her come to me. Like whereas before I would like consistently go out of my way and feel like I need to go smoke. Like I'm letting her come to me. Like when it's ready, like I will work with her again. Like I'm not opposed to it. I love Mary. She's my dear loves. She helped me through so many dark times. At the same time, like I'm not reliant on her anymore, and it's amazing how the relationship has evolved. Also feeling called to grow my own, because I'm like so over cannabis that it's just grown for the intention of money and it's not grown with love. So I'd love to be able to grow my own and like very much care for the plant and like witness it, because that's the first plant I ever had the honor of being able to grow, and that shifted my entire reality as well. Like I wasn't even into gardening before that. I wasn't even into composting yet. I wasn't even into any of that stuff. Which I don't know if you know this, but like I used to manage composting sites for like 2-3 years in San Diego, and I was working with an amazing company called Food to Soil, their community composting initiative. And that's how I learned the art form of composting. And composting taught me how to practice alchemy from an embodied level, because that is like one of the greatest forms of alchemy there is transforming things that were taught as trash, things that were taught as waste, into fertile, rich, healthy soil that we can then grow from. And like that, it shifted my entire reality. Absolutely. And so now, like, and then I got into gardening from there. I first started learning how to grow soil, make soil, and then got into gardening from there. And that's just like, now I'm like getting into animal husbandry. Like, life dream of mine is to have a animal sanctuary, but also like with gardens. And I want to get tropical plants here in Ohio. Like, I want to have a greenhouse where we have banana trees and mango trees in my backyard. Like, yes, that, like, dream goals, like, that's happening. I'm planting these seeds metaphysically, and I know it's happening within the next decade. It's happening soon. Animal husbandry. Yeah, that's like caring for animals. But I also want to have like giraffes and elephants and tigers and sanctuary animals like you and I, who also deserve sanctuary as well. not just animals with 4 legs, but also animals with 2 legs too, because we all deserve this, and like, we're all wild animals, and humans and animals deserve to work together. Not a zoo, no, a sanctuary. Not a zoo, a sanctuary. Yeah. So stoked. But that's the life. That's the life, because we are here to grow to the garden. Like, I know I come from Eden, and I know that's where we're going. So we're only going to continue to learn how to integrate that energy here in this timeline, because that's what the mission is. And I've accepted this mission, and I will continue to show up, and I will continue to surrender. I know I'm not perfect, but I also am open to learning and evolving, and I'm perfecting. That's the beautiful thing about it, is a lifelong journey of perfecting. The commune's already happening. We have the Discord open. Y'all are silly. But I also don't necessarily want a commune, because like, this is a life level. Like I don't want. It's not just for me and my people. Like, everybody's my people. Like, everybody is an expression of the divine, and we all have the capacity to step into our divinity. So it's important that we stay open, but it is also important that we have like sacred structures that like contain the energy properly. But it's not just like for me and my people, because like, we're all children of the divine. We are all children of the universe. We are all children of the earth and the sky, and we all have the capacity to honor this if we wish to. So that's also where like the whole commune energy doesn't resonate with me. That's also why I haven't tried to like go into that, because soul's pulling me in different directions. Like, we're creating a reality that has never been seen. Yeah, not since like Lumeria. And I get to be here as a shepherd in that journey, and I'm learning how to accept this, because like, there's like been a lot of like personal resistance. Like, can this be real? I'm like, yeah, bro, you're the creator of your reality. You can, whatever you want to be real can be real. So just stay patient. We will show you the signs and the synchronicities. Stay committed to your path as the hermit, ultimately, because the signs and synchronicities will show up for you, and you'll step into your victory. And this is how you participate in your role in the world. And the sorrow, it's good, but we don't have to saturate in the sorrow too much. Like, we gotta learn how to alchemize that stuff. So much magic happening in the world right now. Facts. Like, this is just a little corner, a little speck on it all, and like, I'm so grateful to be here and doing what I do, but like, I'm just one. There's so many individuals doing great works, even greater than what I'm doing. Like, obviously, I'm hardly a babe out here. When the Burning Man type homies invite me to their world, it blows my mind. I can only imagine. Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of which, I don't know if you heard, but we're listening to that Mayan Warrior set list that you sent. So, digging the Burning Man homies, type homies. Yeah, just people who live intentionally, people who live with consciousness and awareness, and who are here to create the global community is crucial. Like, And that's also something, like, I'm glad that I've stopped smoking weed like I did, because that was very much obstructing me from being open. Ooh, I'm having deja vu. From being open to those levels of connection, because like I would get paranoid. I would get stuck in my mind. I would only like get in my own way, and like now that I'm very clear in my navigation, my way of going throughout life, I feel much more trusting of the process. And yeah, I'm very grateful. That's all I can really say. Love seeing the change in myself every day. I'm so grateful for this journey. Cheers, fam. Heck yeah. I see it. You seem more connected to yourself. Not yeah. Yeah, that also plays into the role of like the integration of the ayahuasca medicine that I got to sit with a month ago. So optimistic. Hey, cheers, fam. Heck yeah. Happening firsthand. Optimism is key. I love the power of positive thinking. It's so essential. Yeah, yeah. And beautiful things are happening. Just like what universe, what God, what soul, as spirit has been telling me is like there's really two things you got to do right now: show up and surrender. Leave everything else to us. You just show up and you surrender, and everything else will be taken care of. So that's what we're doing, and I'm learning how to do that, because like the ego wants to grip. The ego is like, this is what we gotta control, and like learning how to like balance that out, because like we integrate the ego, we integrate it, but we don't let it run the show. That's for sure. Thanks, Lauren. That's very kind of you to say. Epic. Kinsey, solid read, dude. Thanks for opening up this portal. Mad love, because we're all growing out here, and it's an honor and a joy to be out here growing alongside y'all. Like, a big intention of mine, like the past 2-3 years, a big affirmation of mine is symbiosis is the mission. Symbiosis is the mission. And like, we're all growing out here together. May we continue to all grow in alignment with our personal destiny, our relationship with destiny, and may we continue to grow our dreams, ultimately, is what we're here to do. Because we're living a dream right now. Yes. The more we stay conscious of that, the more we can then allow what it is that we want to see take seed and shape and fruition into our reality to do so. We just gotta show up and we gotta surrender. Godspeed, indeed. I wish you a beautiful evening, whatever you get into. So amazing to be around like-minded people to grow alongside you guys. Absolutely. That's how nature works. We grow together. We grow together. Cheers, y'all. Nature's not built in competition. Nature's not built in power over hierarchical structures. The society that we live is not natural. The society that we live is very synthetic, but Mother Nature is like, I'm back. She was asleep for a while. She had to take a rest. That's how all this stuff got happened. And now she's awake and she's like ready to reclaim her role here, and we get to be here as children of Mother Nature to do what she asks us to do. And it's an honor and it's a joy and it's an absolute pleasure. A gift. It's yeah, because like most of us weren't built for this, especially the people who are born this day and age. I'm not sure when your birthday is, Lacey, or what year you were born, but especially people who were born like 80s, 90s, like they're here to like initiate 87. I had a feeling it was like 80 is nice. I had a feeling. Yeah, you're not old. Shut the butts up. You are not old. Are you kidding me? Don't tell yourself that. Maybe eternal soul, but not. Your body's not old. What, 36? Honey, you're still very young. Yeah, like, 40's the new 20. 40 is the new 20. My hope is that she is here to heal. Oh, she is definitely here to heal. She's healing right now. It's happening amazing, rapidly. There's going to be some amazing... You stick around, you get to choose what timeline you tap into. I know what timeline I'm committed to, that's for sure. I know what timeline I'm devoted to, and I know that we are stepping into a healthy future. It's just show up and surrender. Mother Nature heals herself. Like, her natural state of being is ultimate health. Like, nature always strives for healing. Nature always strives for harmony. Nature always strives for symbiosis. Always. It's just natural. She's always going to adapt and evolve in order to move to that tune of high frequency energy. Because, like, especially here on Earth, this is the heart chakra of the universe. And yes, we do have the power to heal ourselves because we are children of the earth, and the earth is healing herself, and if we let ourselves heal ourselves, it'll happen. Homeostasis, exactly. Thank you, Casey. That's the word I was looking for. Homeostasis, symbiosis, homeostasis, harmony. Crucial. Homeostasis is natural. Not being in homeostasis is unnatural. So may we continue to prioritize just getting out of our own way and allowing the homeostasis to take shape. Allowing the things that disrupt the homeostasis to be our teachers, to be our guides, to be like, hey, what's going on here? How can I learn from this so I don't have to let this happen again? So I can adapt and evolve and then move in a direction that's much more fresh. Yes. To a point of no return. I feel so satisfied. I think we only did 3 readings tonight, and I feel so satisfied. I do have the energy for readings if anybody wants to keep going, but I'm also just like loving this conversation, so heck yeah. Very good. I feel so at tune with everyone here. Heck yeah, Kinsey. Stick around. It's crucial. I love every conversation we have. Hey, cheers, Lacey. Likewise. Yeah, y'all, we're creating something good here. I cannot express enough gratitude to be able to hold down this space. Like, it's such a joy. It's such an honor. And if y'all aren't a part of the Discord already, you want to continue this party outside of this live stream, you're more than welcome to go check that out in my bio. Anybody who's listening and not commenting, I see you. I see you. It's good to see you. We got a Discord that's, when we're not here. Yeah, and it all begins within, my friend. We change ourselves, we change the world, right? Tiffany, if you'd like to get a reading, you can drop an exchange at Zen the Alchemist. 2222 is the Cash App and the Venmo. Zen the Alchemist is the Cash App and the Venmo. PayPal Zelle is in the bio. 2222 is the exchange today, and you can comment whatever it is that you would like. If you want a personal reading, whether it be romance, love, career, finance, whatever questions you may have, or you want a general reading, the exchange is 2222. Zen the Alchemist is the Cash App and the Venmo. Yes, be the change, right? That's what we're here to do. We just learning how to surrender to our destiny, learning how to let the soul speak, learning how to let that which to move through. Yeah, and do it in your own way, because we all do it in our own way. We're not here to compete. We're not here to compare. We're just here to do our thing. And like those who want to compete and compare, like they'll do that, and then they'll just like eat each other, and then there'll be more space for us to play. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not here to change anybody. I'm only here to change myself, to step greater into my God-given gifts and to embody my abilities. Is that a zombie? And be what it be. Exactly. And so it is. You're funny, Lex. You're so funny, dude. Yeah, I don't eat flesh these days. I gave it up. Thank you. I do what I can. I love being hysterical. Yeah, I don't eat flesh these days. Vegetarian. Yeah, because like you eat animals, that's flesh. I love talking like that now because it like really puts things into perspective. Like you're literally eating flesh. It is what it is. I'm not here to judge. I'm just pointing it out. And that makes you feel uncomfortable. What does that say? Like, I would never eat Luna. I don't want anybody to eat me when I die. So if I want to be the change, then I gotta change my diet. It's important. It plays such an important role about how our energy plays out and how the energy of the world plays out. And like I had this crazy wicked download vision when I was driving back from California to Cincinnati, And like God just told me like, yo, if you want to grow the garden, if you're serious about this, you cannot eat your friends anymore. You are not allowed to eat meat. Like I was vegan for 3 years, and then I stopped and I started eating everything again. And then like God's like, bro, no more. If you want to grow the garden, like this is one of the main rules, is no murder. 10 Commandments. No murder. You gotta kill things in order to eat them. We're not gonna do that. Tiffany, Cash App is right here. Zen the Alchemist. It's also over there in the bio. If you want to do it tonight. Otherwise, another night is totally fine. But yeah, that's just me. And maybe you too. Maybe you should try it if you don't already. If you haven't tried it before. Maybe give yourself a break from meat and see how you feel. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, but I can suggest things that work for me. I know my energy is moving super high frequency because I have stopped eating meat as well. Because meat is literally a carcinogen. Start taking steps. I want to be vegan, I need to put in the work, and I'm going to do it, speaking it into the world. Heck yes, Kinsey. There you go, girl. There you go, girl. Dude, it's wild. It's like, I made a meal for my cousin the other day, and it was just like kale and onion. Like, it was just veggies, very simple. Like, no oils, no spices, like, just veggies sauteed. And he's like, man, like, it's actually an avocado. He's like, man, it's actually really good to just like eat very simple meal. And it really is. And I was like, that warms my heart so much. Making your own food also changes the whole game. Making your own food changes the whole game. Like not eating things that come from a package. Like not eating processed nonsense. Because like, that's not good for our body. And when we are making food with like high intention, like joy, and we're putting that into our food, then our body loves that. It's crazy. Like I can hardly eat out at restaurants these days because most people hate their jobs. And like I don't want that energy going into my food. Emotional eating. I don't have to go to Cash App. What? I'm curious, Tiffany. What are you talking about? If you'd like a reading, you can drop an exchange of 2222. If you use Cash App is Zen the Alchemist. If you use Venmo, Venmo is also Zen the Alchemist. If you use PayPal or Zelle, those are over there in my bio. Fruit. Definitely a great way to start to introduce healthier foods. Yes. I like that energy as well, Mamie. I would like to stop emotional eating, a different relationship with food. Yeah, emotional eating is also very no bueno. Like, when you're putting that energy into your food and your consumption, like you're then reconsuming that negative energy that you're trying to actually run away from. Cooking with love is crucial, that's right. Yeah, but when we cook with love, when we eat with love, we eat with gratitude. We take a moment to slow down and say thank you to the food, to appreciate it as we're enjoying it, not just like eating it to but we're actually like, whoa, like this feels so good in my mouth. And this tastes so good. And it's so warm and delightful. Like, it's crazy what intention can do, yo. It really is amazing. It's everything. It's 111 right now. We got 22 angels in this room. Eating with intention is crucial. Yes, exactly. Yes, eating with all the intentions, all the senses is everything. You know, but we gotta be easy on ourselves because we're not taught. A lot of us are not taught like this in our youth, which is our formative years. So we gotta unlearn all that nonsense, all that mumbo jumbo, all that garbage that has been, brainwashed, and we gotta wash our own brain. We gotta clean it so we can then redefine it, rewire it, repattern it, and we gotta unlearn so that we can learn again. Oh, the food pyramid is not just outdated. Like that shit is so whack and like literally keeps people stuck in oppression. It's not just outdated. Like I'm pretty sure it was created as a means of keeping people oppressed. Because like when that energy is like hella dense, like you're much easier to control. You're much easier to control. See you next time, Natya. Rest well. Sweet dreams. It all begins with a diet. It really does. You are what you eat, right? So if you're being like encouraged to eat some nonsense processed food that's like not grown with love and intention, it doesn't really help much. I love cooking. I may have to transition into pescatarian first, but I don't like dark meats much anyway. Yeah, that's what I did. I started at pescatarian, and then I went vegetarian, and then I went vegan. If you love cooking, dude, like going vegan is one of the best things that you can do, honestly, because you can make so many awesome foods, and it's one of the best ways to learn how to become even better as a cook. Takes time. I'm meeting with a dietitian tomorrow for light eating. You go, you follow your intuition. You don't need to meet a dietitian, but I'm just speaking that generally. But if that's what works for you, Miss Charm, go for it. I got you, Tiffany. I got you, Tiffany, on the Venmo. You're up. Do you have any questions for these cards? Anything you want to call into this space? Any intentions you want to speak? Hey, dude, all in perfect timing. You don't gotta be sorry. Any questions for the cards? Just guidance on the next move. You got it, dude. Let's shuffle these cards. Let's get this energy moving. Guidance for Tiffany. Any clarity, any direction that wants to be spoken into the space today. Yes, yes, yes. Cards, what do you have to say? Any synchronicities, any messages, any momentum that should be focused on, should be cultivated? What do we want to speak? Let us see what they have to say. Cut it. Clear it. Let it rest. You know what, Kinsey? I was actually thinking about that. Alright, so we got a recipe channel, and we got a photos channel. I dig it. Good night, Miss Charm. Rest well. Thanks for being here. Always a great reading. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Alright, Discord. Photos, recipes. I like it. I like it. I like it. Good. Great minds think alike, Kinsey. I was literally just thinking about that. Super dig it. Alright, we'll get to it. Maybe if one of y'all want to comment that in the Discord so I remember, because, you know, like I say, when I'm in channel mode, I don't always remember everything, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best. But if you want to take a note and you don't see me do it, just don't be afraid to remind me. I'm here for it. Right now, I'm going to jump off the cards. I'm going to focus my energies with Tiffany, see what these guidance have to say for her next move. Get right to it, my dudes. Ooh, that's an extra card for you. We're going to keep shuffling. Main chat works, or TikTok sub works. Both work. Alright, Tiffany. Let's get to it. The goddesses today, everywhere, they are ready. One more. There we go. What's the knock on the deck mean? I visualize it as a clearing of the energy. Like in doing so, it just disperses the energy, anything that's not in resonance. I'd like to do that. I don't know, it feels good to me. Strong cards for you, Tiffany. Moving forward with that guidance, let's get to it. We got the trust card here, jumps in while we're shuffling. That's your extra card, trust. We have the source here, reverse. We have letting go here, right side up. We have the mind here, reversing the root. Over here we have the Two of Wands, Lord of Dominion. Princess of Cups here. Princess of the Palace of Floods. And the Six of Swords here. Lord of Earned Success in the root. And the goddess for you, Tiffany, we have Bridget. The goddess of creativity, the goddess of creative spark here. Very strong cards. Very awesome cards. Right now, as one's moving forward, we're reminded that everything is mental, but to not get lost in the mind, that's the thing. Everything is mental. Where you're placing your focus is what's going to feed what realities you're stepping into. May you continue to continuously bring your mind back to the Creator, back to the creation. May you continue to see the creation, the source within everything, and trust the process. May you let go of that worry and that need for evidence and rationale and logic, but more so tapping into your intuition, the water within the Princess of the Palace of Floods, listening to the signs and the synchronicities, and your emotions, your feelings are ultimately going to be greater teachers than the thoughts and the worries and the doubts. And in doing so, as you continue to anchor into your intuition, you are reclaiming your dominion, your power, your personal magic, as well as your earned success. You're stepping into your soul's purpose and its mission. Why you chose to embody your body in this lifetime, if you don't know already. I'm getting a sense that you have a solid idea for yourself, but I'm getting that there's like some subtle blips on the horizon. With the source card being in reverse and the mind card being in reverse, it's just like shifting one's focus, one's awareness more so on seeing the Creator within everything. Are you familiar with the Law of One? The Law of One is a channel message collection that was done, I think, in the 70s, and it's supposedly so there's a woman who's a channel, and there's two men who ask her questions, and they get into deep meditative state. And they ask her these questions when she's channeling, and she answers, and she supposedly is channeling. I say supposedly because like everything is like open to interpretation. I do firmly believe that she was channeling these messages. She's speaking from a ninth density social memory construct. Basically like higher dimensional entities that work from unity consciousness, and they're projecting their consciousness into her body, and then she is speaking the messages based on the questions asked by the people who are asking her questions. And one of the first lessons that she brings about in her channel messages is to see the Creator within everything. Like wearing the Creator as our perception. Like, how can I see Source within everything? And in doing so, we are then bringing God out of it. Like, we are seeing the divine within everything. We're seeing the Source within everything. We're seeing the Creator within everything. This allows a greater level of reverence. This allows a greater level of honor and respect and valor. It also allows us to step into it our own way as well. It encourages us, it reminds us to step into our own way as well, claiming that magic within, claiming your power, claiming your gifts and how it flows for you. And it really does stem from the feelings, ultimately, not from the mind in a mental, logical level, but from the mind in a bringing one's awareness to this space, to the intuitions, to the emotions, and letting them be the guides, letting them be the teacher. And in doing so, you're earning that success, however that appears for you, whether it's like success in a material level, like at a job or a career or an art form, or it's like success in just like honoring your soul and stepping into your soul's mission or embodiment and who you are and why you chose to be in a body in this lifetime. Portals are definitely real. And when we allow ourselves to stay open to those connections, yes, we are tapping into higher dimensions. I think that the mind can cipher these energies, but it really just depends on your relationship and how much you exercise this capacity, ultimately. because it's definitely challenging at first, especially when you're stuck in the physical reality. But when you trust and you let go, soul just begins to speak, and the downloads begin to permeate through. And as you begin to delve deeper and you exercise, you do that work, you exercise those internal muscles, like your muscle for intuition, your muscle for being able to receive higher guidance and intuition will become stronger. So like you see something right away and you can just see the soul, you can see the source instantaneously rather than having to remind yourself. But we're not taught this on a mainstream majority level, so it takes some work to get there. So this is like, I'm getting the sense that you've, like the fact that most of these cards are right side up, I'm getting the sense that you've done this work, Tiffany, in your own way. He said right now it's such a big leap, so this makes sense. Epic. Cool. You have done the work. Okay, yeah, that's definitely what my intuition's calling, yeah. But it never stops. Like the work is lifelong, so we don't ever want to become too comfortable. We don't ever want to get ahead of ourselves. We don't ever want to think that we know it all. Yeah. So like just being reminded, like it never hurts to be reminded. But also I'm getting this energy that the cards are also complimenting and commending you because you've actually been doing the work and they see you and they recognize you. Right now I'm extremely uncomfortable but in a good way. Cool. I dig it. May you continue to create from this space, stepping out of your comfort zone in a good way. May you continue to project divinity within your reality, within everything that you see. Because like when you strive to see the source, like you're not only calling it out of it, but you're also imbuing it in. And in doing so, like your soul is honoring why you chose to be here, your destiny, your dharma. Dharma is a big part of the energy we're getting as well. Yeah, I'm definitely getting this energy that you're more so like, you're definitely like being complimented here and recognized and seen. But also like it doesn't ever hurt just to like have subtle reminders around our path to be like, hey, like yes, I am on the path. Thank you for this encouragement to continue this momentum, because ultimately momentum is everything. An object in motion stays in motion, an object at rest stays at rest. So the fact that you have been moving in motion, like keep up this good work and learning how to befriend the mind so that this becomes your base state of frequency. I'm not sure if that like you still struggle with some levels of doubt or dissonance. I don't think so. If you do, it's like on a rare occasion. It has to be something that's like very triggering. But even still, like learning how to see the source, see the divine within that, because you've been doing the work. You've been setting up the reminders around your physical space so that you can alter your metaphysical reality and your internal perception. Yeah, so you can continue to move in this direction. And it's now like just befriending the mind, like the mind becoming the best friend, rather than once upon a time the mind was a beast, a wild animal that would be needing to be tamed, needing to be exercised. But now befriending the mind, like you get to wield the mind and your mental energy to then continue to create your reality. He said, yeah, that's what I needed. I try to maintain or move forward. That's all we can really do, huh? I mean, I guess you can choose to try to get stuck too, but I don't get that energy from you. I don't think you would have booked a reading today if that was you. Yeah, so sustainability is key. I don't know if it'll ever be tame. I'm saying tame the mind. Like befriending the mind. Like it's good to be wild. It's good to find that balance. But like to befriend the mind. So it's like not running amok and it's not like becoming self-destructive, I guess is the energy I'm trying to say. Because like when the mind is running wild in a way that's not good, it can be very self-destructive and self-deprecative, which is not an energy that anybody needs. But when we learn how to befriend the mind and wield it as a tool and use it as a guiding light, we then reclaim our power. We reclaim our gifts. We reclaim our divine essence, and we can then step into and embody this. And I'm getting the energy that that's the path that you are stepping into. So with that trust card jumping in, like right now, just like recognizing that you are making the right decision, trust the process, continue to show up, and continue to let go. I'm all over the place creatively, and that's all I mean. I do have to take steps back. I see. Yeah, so maybe fine-tuning the process so that it can be sustainable. Yeah, I get you. I see you. It's good to see you. Power to you. May you continue to care for yourself and your personal body, because that's what's going to just like assist in everything. May you continue to, devote yourself to your daily practice, that which works for you, that helps you stay connected to your soul, so that you may continue to anchor into this energy, and then this becomes your base frequency. Yeah, because you've earned the success, you've been claiming your dominion, just like subtle, like fine tuning is the energy that we are getting. And it's like, yeah, tiny little things. It's like one little thing at a time. It's like one brick a day. You just continue to make sure you're very intentional about establishing what it is that you want to do. Because the small moves make waves. Like a butterfly flapping its wings is felt at the edges of the universe. The more we can just like allow ourselves organic evolution rather than trying to like force anything, the more it will continue to play out in the way that we want to dream, the way that we do yearn for and desire. And you're allowed to have desires, and it's important to navigate that space from a way that is grounded rather than just like egoic. But I'm also not getting that energy from you, because that's not really the energy that drops into my space often. Yeah, so I think that's pretty clear on the message. um, I'm proud of you. um, I'm grateful to be able to deliver this message, to be able to see you. May you continue to tap into your gifts, and I'm grateful for this portal that we have created here, because everybody sitting witness to this reading can pick up from this. Yeah, Lacey says great message. Absolutely. So like we just like created a portal for everybody who like wants to continue to tap into this in their own way as well, and that's like team effort. So power to you, Tiffany. Thank you for this reading. May you continue to move to God's speed, the path of your heart and your personal divine frequency. Yes, indeed. And I'm suddenly hitting a wall. Suddenly hitting a wall. I think this is actually going to be our last reading. If anybody wants to jump in, I'll wait for 4 more minutes, I think, until 1:33 a.m. But I'm starting to hit a wall, so I'm getting a little sleepy. Gotta put the peps to bed and hop into the shower, yada yada, hop into the Discord. Do what you need to, Kinsey. Rest well. Take care of yourself. You don't have to jump into the Discord. You can go to sleep right away after you do your responsibilities. Do what you want. This is your life, ultimately. Thank you for your reading as well today. That was also a very powerful reading that you shared. Much love, Kins. Sweet dreams to you. I will be here for a couple more minutes. If anybody does want a reading, Cash App, Venmo is Zen the Alchemist. PayPal, Zelle is in the bio. Though I'm chilling, feeling very satisfied with this live stream today. I think I'm gonna record this one and put it on my YouTube, because this is a very awesome portal of a live stream tonight. And if anybody wants to jump into the Discord, you can do that. Yep. If you ever want to book a one-on-one reading outside of these live streams, just you and I, where we can talk live on the screen, get much more in-depth over these cards, I'd be happy to do so. You can find that offering on my site as well. And I also lead meditation, yoga, just conversation, breathwork classes, personal practices. If you ever wanted to find more information about that, that's also on my site. You ever wanted to work together one-on-one, you can also find that on my site. Do you ever do twin flame readings? Yeah, definitely. All the time. We do love readings, career readings. We do twin flame readings. Absolutely. Got 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Rest well, maybe. Sweet dreams. Peace. Thank you, Kinsey. You do the same. The site is zenthealchemist.com. zenthealchemist.com. It's linked in my bio. You can find all of my links out there. Thank you for your time, Tiffany. Appreciate you dearly. Absolutely. Of course, Anna. Of course. Yeah, go ahead and explore it. I also have my mini store, 8th House Apothecary, where we are offering herbs and all sorts of goodness. Got my personal herbal blend for either smoking. We got a personal herbal tea blend. We also have individual herbs as well open right now. We'll also be offering some body butters in the near future. Good things on the horizon. Yeah, so stick around. Good night, Tiffany. Yeah, I think we're wrapping it up though. Yeah, we're I think I'm gonna get some rest too. I did say, okay, we got one more minute. We'll wait until 1:33. Fare thee well. Fare thee well. Rest well. Restore. Revitalize. Take care of yourself. What other flowers have you smoked? Lavender, sage, mugwort, mullein, damiana, rose, skullcap. Blue lotus? Love me some blue lotus. I'll see you soon, Tiffany. What else? A fair amount. I love flower fags. They're so good. That's what they call them in the UK. Herbal cigarettes. I've never smoked salvia. Nope. I have no interest in that. Sure thing. Sweet dreams, everybody. Y'all take care of yourselves. Get some good rest. Oh, did you? You beat the queue? Let me check it. Anna, I gotcha. You were literally right on the dot. I said 1:33, and I was like, I'm gonna wait until 1:34. Anna's like, I gotta get in there. All right, I got you, dude. You have any questions for these cards? Anything you want to call into the space? Anything you want to focus on today? Yeah, I can only imagine live a life. That's why everybody says that. I don't really have any interest in it because of that. Manifest in the future. You got it, Anna. Absolutely. One more. Yes, she's saved. She got in at the last minute. It was like that window. Anna, manifest in the future. Let's see what these cards have to say. Cards, any messages, any clarity, any direction, any encouragement for Anna and her journey of manifesting the future. Let's get right to it. Focused, ready, in the flow for you today. Anna, let's see what these cards have to say. Any notes, any guidance, any clarity messages regarding the process of manifesting the future? Ha! Cards being ironic. I knew they were going to do this too. Anna, for you. We're going to start here with the goddess, Anna. We have Yuki Onna here. Stillness. Anna, we have receptivity here. We have past lives. This is why I say it's ironic. You're talking about manifesting the future. We have past lives here. We have traveling here. We have Lord of Illusory Success here. 7 of Cups. We have Lord of Perfected Success. 4 of Wands here. Reverse. And we have the 8 of Cups. in the root, Lord of abandoned success here. Anna, the message for you is the future is not even real. You can't manifest the future because it doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is this present moment here, right now, the eternal now. The future is an illusion. The past is also does not exist. When it comes to manifesting what it is that you desire, it's important to place yourself in that space metaphysically, mentally, right now. Before we create cycles of past lives, unless it is that you want to tap into past lives, that you want to call into this now energy. But right now, the more you can be receptive to the signs, the synchronicities, your feelings, as well as your feelings are ultimately the guiding factor for what timeline you step into, because we're constantly stepping into another timeline, like every single moment. The more we can be still, the more we can sit and feel it like you already have it, whatever it is that you want to call in. This is because we're traveling. We're traveling from one present moment to the next present moment to the next present moment. We're always traveling, but the journey is inward. And when it comes to manifesting, the crucial aspect is to feel what it is that we want and then let it go. And then we send that energy out into the edges of the cosmos, and then it'll echo its way back. That's the work that one is doing. Perfecting this work and this process of surrendering one's desires onto the universe and trusting that it's going to play out. Staying receptive and open to the signs and synchronicities, but you're here to abandon any illusory success. Like manifesting the future is an illusory success. You're here to Lord of abandoned success. You're here to release any attachments, any expectations that are holding you back from achieving what it is that you already have, ultimately. So it's like when you like you already have it, like when you place yourself into that space mentally, metaphysically, you utilize the imagination, you allow yourself a moment of stillness to feel what it is that you want, whatever it is that you want, then it's going to present itself. Like those portals will open, those timelines will align, so you can then take your steps into those directions, but one then must stay receptive to be able to see the signs. And we must allow ourselves a moment of stillness to ask, like, what is it do I want? And more so, why do you want it? Why do you want it? Because that's also going to play a very important role into how it plays out. Yeah. Because, like, do you want it because you think it's going to solve something for you? Or do you want it because it's yours already? Like, that's, I think, another big factor is, like, wanting what is already yours. Because, like, the future is yours. It's in your hands. The future is in your hands. Whatever you want to manifest, it exists somewhere within you already. So how can you continue to want that you already have rather than feeling like you need to want something outside of yourself? Because when we chase, when we seek, we're actually oftentimes, more often than not, scaring that energy away. So may you continue to release this illusion of this idea that, like, the future is better. Because, like, the future is what you make it. And you make it in the present moment, right here, right now. And the more we can stay still and the more we can stay receptive, then we can, like, recognize, okay, like, what actions am I to take to continue to align with these timelines that I want to step into? What patterns do I need to let go of? Do I need to release? Do I need to surrender so I'm not acting in ways that are inhibiting me from stepping into my greatness, from stepping into my role as a creator of my reality, as a divine individual? This is the path of perfecting that work. And maybe manifesting the future, you have traveling on the horizon, right? Like, but ultimately, like, if you want to go traveling, like, imagine yourself doing that already right here, right now, and then, like, it'll continue to play out. And, like, you are a time lord. You get to choose which timeline you are stepping into based on your each moment to moment decision. May you continue to stay fresh in your expression rather than falling into previous patterns of past lives that are no longer in resonance with your divinity. May you continue to create the timelines and the opportunities for yourself that allow you to then embody what it is that you are looking to manifest, what it is that you are ready to experience and call into your space, so that you may feel it on a somatic level and allow it to then present itself to you. Yep, Anna, solid, strong message, important one too. Thank you for that reminder. So what do you want to manifest, and why? And then how can you allow yourself a moment to actually feel like you already have it on a consistent basis until it like presents itself. This is so good. Wow, thank you. Heck yeah, Anna. You are welcome. I'm very grateful. I'm glad that you jumped in, because like I feel like I needed to hear that too. I feel like that's a very important message, and this is Manifestation 101. So shouts out to everybody for sitting for that last little lesson of the evening of Manifestation 101. I appreciate y'all, and this is the last reading, Anna. I am now manifesting some beautiful sleep for myself. Heck yeah, Lacey. Heck yeah, that is a very important part of my. Like, I'm so grateful to be able to channel that. Like, I'm so grateful that those words just moved through me. Yeah, thank you. That was epic. I'm definitely gonna put this live stream on YouTube as well, because this was a very solid stream. Yeah, this is a very solid stream. It will be up on my YouTube. Zen the Alchemist. Look at that, Anna. See, great minds think alike. Beautiful. Well, I appreciate y'all. This has been so fun. This has been such a joy, an honor, an absolute gift. Yes, night night, sweet dreams, rest well, restore, revitalize, live a life. I hope you have a beautiful day. Yes, I know it's daytime where you are. I hope you have a beautiful day. Everybody else, I feel like it's probably about nighttime. I don't know if we have anybody else across the pond, but regardless, whatever you get into, I wish you beautiful endeavors. May you continue to enjoy yourself. Ultimately, enjoy yourself. Yes. Peace, prosperity, and as the wise ones say, Godspeed. So much love. I see you. Group hug. Rest well.